one of the things I'm interested in is that there's kind of a move, and I think this is especially in the younger generation, to move towards a simple lifestyle. And I think there's a difference. Can you talk a little bit about the difference between just a simple lifestyle, I'm selling everything I have, and a strategic lifestyle?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of good things about the move towards simplicity, the simple lifestyle. Most people who are doing it are not doing it with the desire to free up more to give to kingdom purposes, but that would be a very good reason for the simpler life. A lot of people are doing it because they just don't want to be distracted. There's the tiny house thing. My assistant has a tiny house, and it's just a great place where she lives, and the scaling back, and I think there's a lot of health and personal freedom that comes with that. But I do believe that sometimes we can overdo the idea of simplicity. For instance, there's a saying, which I get the meaning of it, and it could have a very good meaning, is that live simply that others simply may live. But there's something missing in that. Live simply so that you have more wealth to give away so that others may live, because I can go out in the woods and live simply. Well, actually, I wouldn't be very good at it, but I could go out and live simply and no one would benefit from my life. I mean, I could go out and be a hermit and do this thing and chop the wood and maybe shoot my food, wild game or whatever. But that isn't going to help anybody live. So the idea, to me, it's not simple living, it's strategic living. For instance, I could live more simply if I got rid of my computer. But I use that computer strategically. You could say it's simpler because I wouldn't have to spend the money on it. I wouldn't have to get it repaired. I wouldn't have to replace it periodically. I wouldn't have to deal with. My life could be simpler. My life would be simpler if I didn't fly yesterday from Portland to Orlando with no direct flights, and you got the layover, and this is first world suffering, Okay, so and all that, but it would have been simpler to stay home, but God didn't want me to stay home. God wanted me to come here, and I knew He did. He doesn't always want me to go. He usually doesn't want me to go where I'm asked to speak, but I knew that He wanted me here. So it's not just simple, it's strategic. What's strategic for God's kingdom purposes?